Infamous forecaster Nate Silver is outraged that betting markets are still keeping Trump in the race. And now, to be fair, I think it's because Nate Silver doesn't understand how many of these betting markets work. But I got to tell you, Nate, you think Trump lost. He has an extremely triple lightning strike chance of winning. I get it. You think he lost. You don't count him out. And what I think Nate's really mad about is two things. Nobody trusts him. He's been wrong twice in a row now when it matters most. And some people just don't want to count out Donald Trump. And that's the reality. People were being polled. Who do you think is going to win the election? And they kept saying Trump over and over again, even though they would say that they wouldn't vote for him. Because people, maybe the pollsters, the forecasters, and the pundits were right. People were traumatized by Trump's victory. The media told everyone that Trump was going to lose. He had no chance, 99% chance. Hillary Clinton is going to be your next president. Happy birthday to this future president, says Twitter. You know, Hillary Clinton on Twitter. But then Trump ended up winning, and a bunch of people couldn't believe it. So this time around, they're like, he's going to win again, and we all know it. And then, well, it's not looking that great for Trump. But Nate Silver is really angry. It's kind of funny. I got to show you these tweets. Nate Silver says, prediction markets still give Trump a 9% chance of winning, which is freaking insane. The election is over. He lost. The courts aren't ruling in his favor. Recounts won't overturn Biden's margins. GOP state legislatures aren't entertaining an end around. I gotta stop. Nate, you've been wrong too much. Sit this one out. The betting markets are saying 8.8% chance that Trump will be the next president. Just chill. Just chill. Could you imagine? And I wish, we'll see. I think it's like a lottery ticket's chance at this point, but could you imagine how glorious it would be if Trump ends up actually winning and then Nate Silver is just like, his head explodes. He was wrong in 2016. He was wrong in 2020. And what if now, when he's finally like, enough, there's no way, it's impossible. And then he actually is wrong again. Oh, fingers crossed, my friends, fingers crossed. See, I'm all about that media comeuppance. You know what I mean? The arrogant, incessant screeching about how they're better than you and they know it. Please stop. You don't know what's going to happen. I do think it's fair to say the likelihood that Trump pulls this one out is slim. But the betting market says 8.8%. Wow, I'm actually impressed. Nate goes on. If Trump had to pull this off in one state, well, 9% would still be far too high. But maybe you'd bet on him at 100 to 1 or something. But he has to overturn the results in 3 states. It's not happening. It's over. If you think Trump will win, you deserve to lose your money. Or it's a value bet. Come on, buddy. Don't you know how betting works? People are like, if I put down $8, I can win 100. Sure, why not? I don't care about the $8, but I'd love to get 100. That could be the simple reason. He says, it is not some rational evaluation. Ooh, a coup working. Betting markets still give Trump a 9% chance of winning Nevada, where Biden's ahead by a lot. And the government is run by Dems. So any coup would fail. Some people are idiots, and some idiots bet on prediction markets. Over at Predict It, Donald Trump has seen his shares going down, and Biden's have been going up a little bit. But recently, Biden went down a little bit. Trump right now, even though the Electoral College has been solidified, this is how insane things are. If you really, Nate Silver, think that Donald Trump is going to lose, put your money where your mouth is. Why don't you buy a share of Joe Biden at 90 cents? Because when he's finally inaugurated, I think certified, you get 10 cents for every 90 cents you bet. If you think stupid people deserve to lose their money, why aren't you betting on Joe Biden? You see, the way the Predict It market works, this is the best part. If I put 90 cents down on a Joe Biden share, that's how it works. If Joe Biden becomes the next president, if he wins the Electoral College, and they're saying straight up he's going to, you get 10 cents. Now, it's not a value bet, but look at it this way. You put $900 down, you get a free $100. If you think you know it's true, will you put down $900 for a chance to win 100? Hey, Would you put down $9,000 if it means you're going to win 1,000? It's a sure thing, isn't it? How much you want to bet Nate Silver wouldn't do it? And that is the most important question out of all of this. There were a bunch of really funny predicted market options. Like, you could actually bet that the Democrats would not win with 400 electoral votes. And if you did, you would get 11 cents for every 89 cents you put in. That's how it works. Like, if you buy a Biden share for any cents, once it's done, then those shares are worth $1. That's insane. That people like it, that. Let me phrase it this way. What I'm trying to say is, I'm willing to bet. I am willing to place a gentleman's bet that there are a lot of people unwilling right now to buy Joe Biden shares. And that's why you see right here, it went down 1 cent. Now it's gone up a bit, but look at it this way. If you buy it right now and then it goes up to like 95 cents, you make 5 cents for every 90 cents. It's a good bet, isn't it, Nate? Did you buy your shares? Did you bet on Joe Biden to win? If they're still offering up the bet and you're so convinced, do it. That's the crazy thing. Ask somebody, and I bet most people are going to say no. And that was the crazy thing about the Democrat electoral college majority. As if there was ever a reality where Democrats were going to get 400 plus electoral votes. It's not even like mathematically in the realm of possibility because of how states break down their electoral votes. But fine, I guess. Texas flips and then boom. If Texas flipped blue, they still wouldn't get close to 400. But you could have won that. I didn't see Nate Silver coming out saying, why are they giving a 10% chance for Democrats to win this many? Nate's just mad that people won't count Trump out. And you know why? Because Trump has made one of the most powerful, boldest moves he could have made, signaling he's going to win. He puts Rudy Giuliani in charge of the fraud lawsuits after being angered by advisors saying he had little chance of overturning results, as he takes to Twitter to refuse to concede. I'm being a bit facetious, but Rudy Giuliani, he may be an old guy. Maybe he's past his prime. Maybe the things he's saying, just the ravings of a madman or a genius. I mean, come on. Rudy Giuliani's a high level dude. He's no slouch, right? He took down the mob. He's America's mayor. He was there during 9/11. You got a lot to criticize him for, but the dude clearly is not some random moron. Maybe he's willing to take this all the way to the end. And I tell you what, you want to know why? It's not about a coup. What Nate Silver was saying with the coup is that some people are betting Trump could win because he storms in with the Marines or something. That's not what they're saying. The betting markets are saying he might actually win the votes, like through a legal process, flipping the votes or something. Nate, buddy, first of all, while I agree it is highly unlikely, I'd probably say 8.8% is a little high, but I'm going to give Trump a decent percentage. I'm not going to count him out. If Trump wins a Supreme Court victory on mail-in voting, Nevada is the first target. Nevada instituted universal mail-in voting. Never been done before. Maybe in violation of some electoral procedure or otherwise, in which case you could flip thousands, hundreds of thousands of votes, tens of thousands maybe, and then Trump really could win Nevada, and people are going to get their money back. Ultimately, I think, out of everything, Trump is a guy that people know will never, ever give up. And that maybe is worth 8.8%. Now, I say it again, put your money where your mouth is, buddy. But he won't, because he's scared of Trump. That's the reality. Donald Trump is an imposing figure. There's this video going around where he's talking to Jimmy Kimmel, and he was asked, how would your coworkers describe you? And he says, someone who never, ever gives up. You must never give up. And that alone builds confidence in some people, more so than maybe Trump deserves, but he has. And that's why people thought Trump was going to win this time around as well. And it's why some still do. I don't blindly trust the media. And I'm not going to trust Nate Silver. That's the funniest thing about it. You want to know what else, Nate? You see, he's mad because they don't care about what he thinks anymore. See, Nate used to be this prodigy. He predicted these things using statistical analysis and said, I was right. I can use math and solve this problem. Then he was wrong in 2016. What's the value of your website now? He was wrong again in 2020. Ouch. That got hurt. Yeah, it's got to hurt his bottom line pretty bad. Now, to be fair, He plays a statistics game. It's where he's like, Trump has X% chance of winning. And then when Biden won, he was like, see, it was within that realm. But they predicted all of these blue districts were going to go to Democrats, and Republicans were just picking things up like crazy. In fact, in Miami, there was a safe Democrat seat, and it turned red. That's something no one expected. So at this point, people believe in Donald Trump. That's crazy, isn't it? Maybe at 8%, maybe with these shares, it's not even his own base. Because I'll tell you this, where are Trump's supporters? Let me ask you this in the inverse. If you're a Trump supporter and you know that Trump is going to come out with the evidence, he's going to get the courts, they're going to flip the result, Trump's going to win, why aren't you buying in at 10 cents? Because you're buying it, it's 11 cents. You buy in at 11, guess what? You're going to get 89 cents for every dime you drop in. If you truly believe Trump will win, Trump's numbers should be a lot higher. Trump's got 72.3 million voters. You'd think they could drive that price up a bit, but no, it's still sitting at Joe Biden. Let me just put it this way. I will not buy shares of Joe Biden. It's just not, it's not there for me. I think the forecasters are insane and have no idea what they're talking about. And I don't think anybody knows either. So I'm not quite convinced it's worth putting 90 cents down to maybe win a dime. The value isn't there. And I don't even think the probability is. Because what, you're going to lose 90 cents? Forget that, man. Honestly, Trump's the value bet. I wouldn't mind throwing on $1, buy 10 shares. Maybe I'll win $10, huh? That one seems like a good bet. Cheap. But for Trump supporters, I would like to see the same thing. His price should be way higher if you're convinced. So, look, the legal process is playing out. We'll see how it goes. In the meantime, people are going to continually rag on the forecasters and the pollsters. Stick around. I got a couple more segments coming up in just a few minutes, and I will see you all shortly.